morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Coffee with Carrie, the late edition, Lead Generation 2025. The best ways to generate leads. I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram. Good morning, buenos dias. How's everybody doing? Are you up? For those of you that are dual career, sorry. You know, I, I'm going to sleep in as long as I can. 7:30. Slept till 7:30 today. So how's it going? Grab your coffee. How was Christmas? Merry Christmas, everyone. Did you celebrate Christmas? Did you take the day off? What did you do? I did talk to someone for about an hour because she and I both had a moment, and we were talking about new ways to make money in 2026. She was folding clothes, getting ready for her event, and I was just kind of cleaning up to go to, family. So Christmas was fun. Does anyone play left, center, right? We played with $1 lottery scratch offs. Still haven't won. Still haven't won, but it's always fun. If you've never played left, center, right, we used to, my friends and I, we call it left, center, right, center. I'm not saying you should go out and buy the game. Some people play it with $1 bills, but the lottery scratch offs make it fun. So, again, grab your coffee. Today is Lead Generation 2025. I should say the best of lead generation in 2025. So, I thank all of you. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Carrie Little, your host of Coffee with Carrie, typically every Fridays at 9:05 a.m., but it's after Christmas. Grab the book, The Noise to Navigation, with my twin sister and I, how we move from confusion to confidence with generative AI. So I've had some folks send me messages. You've been reading the book, and I want you to read it. And if you bought it on Amazon or if you bought it from the National Association of Realtors bookstore, somebody go buy it from the bookstore. Give us a review. Give us an awesome review. I see it. It's left. It is. It's on the book on the actual game. It says LCR, left, center, right. Fun with dollars. The pocket's big when it rolls over. We have never rolled it over, but that could be a good idea. All in, all in. But we played with lottery scratch offs. So that was fun. So grab your notebook. I have opened up my Coffee with Carrie Evernote. I don't know if all of you know, but I still write in Evernote. There's AI in Evernote. In 2026, my membership, the agent journey, 2026 has been upgraded. You still get access to all of the previous classes and courses. And I have finally finished your every week checklist. I have 52 weeks of checklists, especially if you get stuck and you need something to work on the original membership. So I'm going to download all of those and make them into a workbook on Amazon one day, or maybe a binder workbook when I get time. So again, I'm Carrie, your host of Coffee with Carrie, every Fridays around 9:05 a.m. Central. I'm a real estate agent. I own a brokerage in Illinois and Florida, and we sell land in Mexico. Um, I think we're about 10 agents now, maybe back to 11 because someone decided not to hang their license. I've had up to 50. But during COVID, I decided I wasn't going to recruit, but I'm back in 2026. So, Caremark Realty Group, we're recruiting again in 2026. I'm back. So, I got my Evernote open and I typed in the word lead generation, and I can go back to 2022. But we're going to talk the best of leads. And if you have questions, I'm looking at the chat. If you are on TikTok, give me those hearts because you know how TikTok works. Let me share this with my twin. Where's Mina today? Somebody go send this to Mina. Where's Mina? She's usually here on the live. So tap the screen because I need to. There's Mina. So Mina, tap the screen. Watch the questions for me. If you have questions about lead generation, I'm going to give you my best of 2025 lead generation. I'm going to tell you Mark pretty much met his goals because some of you know in 2024, I taught a class called the Focus Factor. I think I need a new title and I need to reteach it. But the Focus Factor was getting back to work based on what you're willing to do. Mark needs to work 6 hours a day. Gabby, can you DM Mark? Can you help me out? So again, and Gabby, we have not opened something from you yet because we want to videotape it. So we've been holding out, but it's coming. All right. So I am live over on YouTube, but I want to record on Zoom. Here we go. Recording now. So again, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Coffee with Carrie. Grab your coffee. I've got my coffee. Grab your book, Noise to Navigation on Amazon. I just have to remind you, it's only $9.99. It is a book on generative AI or artificial intelligence. Mina and I are going to come back and do the fun version of AI, but this one's pretty good because we give you the formula for prompting directly from OpenAI, how we move from confusion to confidence. Basically, your brainstorm buddy with artificial intelligence in a book format. And Mina and I are going to record audio, right, Mina? Right, Mina? Right, right. Okay. So, welcome, lead generation. If you have questions, type them in the feed. And let me show all of you. It doesn't matter where you're at, but when this is what I need all of you to see. So, I was gonna come today and talk about landing pages, but I decided to wait until after next week. So the second I'm going to talk about landing pages because I'm going to do a course on how to create and build your funnel with landing pages, and it's not going to just be for real estate agents. It's going to be for anyone. So I'm going to teach you how to build your business, but I'm going to teach a full course, but landing pages is next week. So let me show you. This is my coffee with Carrie. So here's my Evernote, and it says coffee with Carrie, kind of. Can you see it? Coffee with Carrie. And when I click it, I have 232 notes. I have been doing this live. This is like a whole book. Let me see if you can see that. You got my ring lights in the way. So look at all of that. It's backwards. It is what it is. So I have so many notes from COVID. So when I tell you, if I could convince all of you to just pick one thing in 2026, pick one thing that you are willing to do consistently. This I was good at. This I was good at, even if I come in after 9:05 a.m. So lead generation. I truly believe in 2026, we have to get back to some fundamentals when it comes to real estate because some of you don't understand. You've got to do the work. You've got to put in the work. You've got to do the work in real estate. You got to go outside. And I'm gonna say this, although I'm pretty sure she's probably still in bed. So Sheena and I have been talking, and she's actually the one I talked to for about an hour yesterday. And I am doing her formula for with Mark in 2026. I called it the Sheena effect, although it's really something else. And she is my I'm helping her with the landing pages and courses because I believe all of you don't have to be an instructor yet, but you need to be purposeful. You need to be purposeful on in 2026. What do you mean I can't? I can't do what? Tell me, what did I say? I don't even know what I said. So you need to be purposeful in 2026. So I am going to do the Sheena program, and then she's going to come and teach it to all of you because I'm going to show her how I do all of this. And then oh, you guys are having your own conversations on Instagram. And then we're going to talk landing pages. So I'm going to teach all of you what I do well. So I'm going to do it for Mark. I'm going to be an admin. Some of you know I used to be an admin. I got hired based on my identical twin sister skills. Mina, it was tech savvy before I was tech savvy. I can sew. I know how to make clothes. I know how to make draperies. I understand how to sew. I can follow a pattern. I've made my own patterns. I used to make all of my kids' Halloween costumes. And my favorite, although he's 6'3" now, was when I made Ryan the Tasmanian devil. I laid him down and I traced him out, and there. Okay, so here we are, lead generation. How many of you, yes, we are, Gabby. We are. We are. We're gonna have this class. So, you guys should somebody share the live with Sheena in her DMs. Let's see if we can wake her up because I'm sure she had to get up to pee. And this, don't y'all all check your messages? Should maybe I'm sure she had to get up to use the bathroom. Let me make it better. Let me make it better. So again, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Does anybody have questions about lead generation? So this was last week. I talked to you about lead generation on social media. All of you. And I listen, some of you saw on Instagram, I made a post this morning that said I was going to do the best of Coffee with Carrie, but I was still in bed. but I took my own image. Nicey Martin was the photographer, and I put it in Grok, Grok. And I had Grok create a video of me with my coffee, and then I did a voiceover. So it was AI. I am really tech savvy. I used to edit television for a living. I understand the layers, but here's what I am watching. The next generation is saying you can do the AI, but they want you. They want you to go showcase your communities. They want to watch you every single day. Gabby, thank you for the win in my assistant typing in the feed. Mina, Gabby is recapping on Instagram. I need you to get there. All right. So in 2026, I need some of you to commit to video for lead generation. Commit, commit, commit. Commit to creating video. And again, if you don't want to be you, then we're going to do AI. I know that the Gen Xers, the baby boomers, and the silent generation, they're all in. Why? Because they don't want to do this. I'm the talking head. And Lauren, one of my kids, she was like, Mom, I'm gonna need you to get the beauty blender out because I had only put on concealer this morning. And so she was people want to see get ready with me. And there are some people that I watch. Do you really want to get ready with me? Because then what do you have to do? You have to clean your bathroom. This let me tell you, this is my version of makeup. And my makeup artist, all of you should go follow Enhanced Glamour. It is literally, I put on concealer, blended it in, then I put on a little bit of foundation, and then there's something called the C with the blush, and I did a C for my eye here. Could you see me doing this every day? People want to see your authentic you. Um, you'll be my I can't I don't know what to say or comment. And then I had a talk on prior to that called Before You Throw in the Towel. So here's a lead generation for all of you. I need you to commit to the process. I need you to be consistent because remember, Mark committed. And so he was on track to close 12 deals. I think he hit 11 in 2025, but he sold 35 pieces of land in Mexico. So I gave him some grace. So commitment, consistency, you have to follow up. You have to have a checklist of what you are willing to do Monday through Friday. We got jobs, right? We got jobs. So you need a checklist. What are you willing to do? And even I am now having a checklist for my brokerage because I own it. That when people don't show up, I even feel frustrated. So in 2026, we are now going to be having, I want to do a weekly session on a Monday at 7 a.m. with the agents because I figure some of you are dual career. 7 a.m. with Carrie. We're getting on something. We're either Zoom. I don't care if you turn your cameras on, but consistency. What's that checklist? Ask for the business. Some of you need to ask. I was talking to my friend, and if you're here, I'm not going to say your name. I met her for her birthday. I met her at Costco for her birthday, although her birthday had passed because I had a gift. And she's the friend that is really good with her other friend group. And every year they all pitch in their money to buy the one thing that they want, even if it's just giving gift cards towards it and not everything. And so I'm like, what did your friend group think of? And so I went and gave her that. Because I'm like, what can I do where I can be different in 2026? So that was my start. And I said, look, I know you have a realtor friend that you kind of hung out with before. I fell off. I said, but I'm going to need some referrals from you in 2026. You have not because you ask not. So in 2026, all of you, if you're watching the replay, if you are a realtor in another state, Texas, because this ain't Texas, in Illinois, I'm going to need you if you have friends to refer to me. And then when I'm going to tell all of you when you send referrals, Mina, I'm going to need some referrals in California. When you refer, follow up with us, hold us accountable. Hey, how's it going with Tina? How's it going with Jeff? How's it going with Brian? How's it going? Brian, you're one of my agents. We're going to start doing these. You might already be at work by the time I do 7 a.m. So we might have to do some 4 p.m.s. So if you are not getting what you need from me, if you're not getting what you need from your brokerage, I need you to commit to the follow up and asking for the business. And then what do you do all day? Kiana, if I could sit with you all day and follow you around and say nothing, my YouTubers, if I could sit with you all day, all day, all day, all day, all day, and I followed you around, would you say, Carrie, Mina, go open up YouTube and give me some hearts. If I followed you around and I took notes about what you do all day, and some of you work from home, because I'm telling you, what do? And anybody undiagnosed ADD, you washed clothes, you washed the dishes, you got up, you went to make something to eat, you sat down, and then you didn't get your work done. I need all of, if I asked you what you did all day, see, Gabby, go, Gabby, go would be shook if I followed you around all day because some of you need, Mina, what's that, what's, I want to say a fruit's name. What's the program or the theory or the way you actually use a timer consistently? So if you know you need to set a timer. Anybody get bored? You get bored with what you're doing? Let me tell you how I don't get bored. I'm clear that if you give me something that needs to get done last minute, guess what's happening? I could write a if Women's Council, if I was in Washington D.C. and Olivia was like, Carrie, our person canceled. Can you teach tomorrow? Guess what I can do in 2 hours? Put together a course for real. But it's not that it's easy for me. The reason why it's easy is because I've been going live and writing notes for years. So I'm good at it. So you give me a deadline. Some of you need deadlines. Some of you need to say, deadline, I need 2 people under contract every single month. Put it up on the wall. Go get some dry erase markers. Put it on your mirror in the bathroom. Don't judge me. Mark was like, what are you doing? I'm like, if I don't see it, it doesn't get done. Some of you need, if you have not done your goals, if you're in the membership, go back to September and October and re-watch the goal setting. If you're in the new membership, I put it in the new platform. It is there. So I don't care if you listen to it. If you listen to it, it will help you get motivated. I am not motivated by money until I need it. Trust and believe. I can show you how to get real motivated. Broker test by the end of, that's not good enough. Gabby said broker exam to be a broker owner, I'm assuming, by 2026. I'm going to say that I need you to commit to studying at least every day for 20 minutes. That was me. And then I need you to go sign up for the course. Did you take the course? Did you sign up? I need you to sign up today. Or at least go look at, Mina said the Pomodoro timer. That's what I need you to do. If you schedule it, G. Dunstan, an instructor who back in 2013, I started the Performance Management Network designation with Women's Council. And it was on, I don't even remember what it was, but he said if you don't write it down, it won't get done. If you don't put it in the calendar, it won't get done. And so that is why I have old school calendars on my desk. That is why it's in my Google Calendar, but then I get immune. It's like out of sight, out of mind. So some of you, if you want to build a business, you got to commit. Commit. I'm committed to studying Spanish cada día, each day, every day, todo día, right? All day. So that was last week, and then I have why your network matters. That was previously to that one. Take a few minutes a day to make this a part of your checklist to work on your network list. I told Mark we are going to sit down. We're taking a little bit of a break, kind of, and I said we need to go through his database because in 2026 we are emailing our client list at minimum once a month minimum, and I think I'm going to upgrade to text messages for every quarter. And all of you in 2026, you need to track what you do. If you are in the membership, I gave all of you a way to track your money. I gave all of you a way to track your business. How much money did you spend on lead generation? Is it working? So you can track it by the end of the year. So, and that was the last class, I think, in December. So if you go back to the agent journey and you go to the power hour, in the power hour, you will actually see the spreadsheet in Google Sheets. It's traditional, it's basic. You can calculate your money. How much money do you need every single month? And then it'll calculate it for the year. So I don't know if I put that, I don't know if I put that spreadsheet in there. But go back to the agent journey and go to the power hour. And I might need to just make that a whole course and sell it. Winning before the holidays, I told all of you Yeah, here we go. I'm going to give you this tip and we'll pivot and make it 2026. It was winning the last 30 days of the year. I'm going to say winning the first 30 days of next year. This is what I'm going to tell you to do. I need all of you to come up with something your clients can do in January. Number one, start preparing your taxes. Number two, who do you know that rents? Ask your clients, who do you know that rents that when they file their taxes, they can use that money for their down payment? That's number two. Number three, what are some things that people can do in January for it to be fun? Because I'm pretty sure ice skating rinks are still open in Illinois. I'm pretty sure that there are things you can do in Florida. I'm pretty sure there are things you can do in Texas, in California. What are some fun things to do? Because now you're in the, oh, I got to pay these bills mode. So people get into a slump in January. So come up with, and you could do this for the entire year. I used to create and I say used to because it's coming back. I used to always send the Bears schedule, the Cubs schedule, the Sox schedule, the Blackhawks schedule, the Bulls schedule to my clients every single year to the point where one client said, Carrie, I didn't get the schedule because they would stick it on their refrigerator. Look, ice skating rinks in Springs, is it real? In Merida, they have an ice skating rink in the mall. In the mall. Things to do when you go to Mexico. Almost spilled something that somebody's going to do in 2026. So come up with and then go find things to do in the spring and get that ready to be mailed out, emailed, and posted on social media. Remember, and some of you need to go there. Some of you need to walk areas and talk with your microphone in your hand, like this one. And you don't have to be fancy. I'm gonna say I'd rather you do it and look however you look than to not do it. Some of you need to get into the position of you're gonna start. And by the way, you could go videotape your downtown. Like the city I live in has a cute little downtown. I could go videotape the downtown. I could talk about the train and then go do a voiceover. That I swear we need to do that class in person. Let's see. I don't even know why this is in this folder. Dum, 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 dum. We talked a little bit about AI, and I'm gonna say it, I'll say it now because this is the best of 2025. If you are going to use artificial intelligence to start creating lead generation, I'm going to say that in some of the videos, I'm going to want you to look at your analytics because if you post AI on TikTok, you have to say that it's AI. If you post it on YouTube, you have to say it's AI. I don't know if there's a disclaimer yet on Instagram or Facebook, but if you are using AI, I don't think they're pushing that as much. I don't think they're pushing it, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Let's see. Social media video starter kit. I told this was when everybody was blowing up the questions. So when it comes to your video starter kit, I'm gonna say to all of you, you need your phone. Uh-oh. You need your phone. Are you taking notes? Everybody, you need your phone. That's number one. Number two, I recommend a tripod. They're all upstairs. And I have a ring light. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you with my iPhone. I mean, with Instagram. So you need this. You need a ring light or just a tripod and a window. So I'll show you on Instagram. You need a ring light. You could pick one. I swear that's the makeup light. This is the Carrie everyday light. You name it, I got it. So you need a ring light. And again, if you don't have the budget for a ring light, although $29.99 over it, um, sometimes they have them at TJ Maxx, but on Amazon, you could go or you could go to TikTok shop, TikTok shop. Let's say TikTok shop for the ring lights. How about that? And I probably have one that I have posted before. So maybe I should go do a TikTok shop video on the things I use as a real estate agent. So again, you need a ring light. So really, you need your phone and a tripod, maybe a ring light. If you don't have a ring light, then a window. That's the basics. And then I need all of you to start creating content. Let's see, your sphere of influence, lead generation. All of you, your sphere of influence is typically where you're going to generate leads. And this, listen, 2026, be bold. Be bold in 2026. I'm going to need you to tell your family and friends, look, this is how I make a living. And I need you to send me business. And if they say, well, I just don't like to share my information with family, fine. Tell your friends to use me. Refer your friends. Refer, 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 refer. Please, please, we beg you. So again, go update that list. And if you don't have an email system or a CRM, I recommend that you consider like MailChimp. MailChimp might make you upgrade. MailChimp might make you upgrade. If you pay for, and because Mina told me this, if you pay for Outlook, or Microsoft products, you can do a mail merge in your email and you can e-blast everyone from your email. If you pay for Gmail, you could do the same thing in Gmail and you can create that as well. So that doesn't cost you anything extra. You just might have to get creative with how you build the email. And I'm going to tell you, as much as we like the fancy emails, because I do send them, you are more likely to end up in spam if you have too many graphics and images. So just send the text and maybe bold some of the text. Let's see. What else do I want to share with you? Ah, I told all of you to pick one thing, and I'm just going to run through some of the tools that you all have access to, some of you. Tools that you can use to lead generate. Number one is your sphere of influence. Go update that database. Number two, Remine, REMINE, real estate data mining. Number three, Realist. RPR, Realtors Property Resource, your multiple listing service, IMAP. You just start there. And then if you're consistent with posting on social media, commit to once a week. How much is MailChimp? I think you can use it for free up to 2,000 people in your database. And then I think I pay $19.99 a month. I think. Gabby is moving, boy. Gabby is giving all of you the notes. If you're watching the replay, you don't see the notes. Somebody test this for me when we're done. And then, so take my Instagram replay and go put it in ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to transcribe it for you and then coach you based on my live. Let's see if that works. Here's a follow-up to this list, lead generation list. In your multiple listing service, all of you probably have the ability, if you can list rentals, to look for renters to turn them into buyers. That same list could be sellers. Let's go back to some of I'm telling you, be bold in 2026, but I need you to show up on purpose. Know why are you in the business? Because when you know when you're in the business, it helps you do the work. And if you're not doing the business, your why isn't strong enough. It's not. And you have to work through, I'm not feeling like it today. But sometimes if you don't feel like it, go for a walk. If you're having, you got to work through the trials, somebody pissed you off today, you got to work through it. So know your why. Why are you in the business? Number two, schedule yourself. I'm going to remember that word, Mina. That the timer theory. Say your positive confessions, write it down, write the vision and make it plain. I list homes. I understand market data. I study market data. My buyers, people refer business to me. I am consistent with my business. I mean, like, there are people that don't even believe the Bible that say positive confessions. There are people that don't even believe in tithing, but their company teaches them to save 10%. So if people that don't believe in the Bible, which listen, I'm not here to make you. Now, if you want to have a conversation with me, I can witness. Let's have that conversation. But there are people that if you actually take a second and write what is it that you want, and some of you this is gonna be hard for some of you, and you know who you are. Are you negative? Because I get it. Mark's like, stop being negative. I'm like, I'm not being negative. I'm just telling you we need to schedule ourselves. But then, you pause. If you are someone that's negative, you're going to have to give yourself about 3 months and you're going to have to schedule yourself to say the positive confessions. And I mean that you need to say the positive confessions every day. You get up, you read, you write. If you're someone that goes to bed thinking, Ladies, this is for you because this is what I know. If you are someone that goes to bed at night and you're all you're doing is thinking about the next day, keep a notebook by the side of your bed and write down everything that you're thinking and get it out of your head so you can rest. Oh, yes, and you got to say them out loud. Absolutely. Hey, Kelly. That's all right. We'll take the the inspector. We'll take the inspector's account today. So it doesn't matter. Yes. Well, hey, Kelly. So you and it, oh, so right, you have your checklist, lead generate, and I'm going back to consistency, and you got to ask. You have not because you ask not. Say, I will sell real estate in 2026. People hire me. I provide value. And you can say it, but some of you need to go and learn something new every single week. Listen, I don't, does anybody ever watch, did anybody watch the recent David Chappelle comedy? Anybody? Anybody watch Chappelle? Anybody? I watched it on purpose, but I also know that he reads and he studies. So when I watched the comedy show, I listened with purpose. So for those of you, if you go listen to him, he's a different kind of comedian. And so that different kind of comedian studies. And so if you saw it, I want you to go back and watch it again. And when you watch it, uh even if you watch it and you're like you're not some people get offended by everything, but listen with where he's coming from. And you might need to go also watch The Reckoning. 50 cents 50. Mark says I can't say it right, but anyway, that's the mixed kid in me. And again, I'm the person that doesn't like those kind of documentaries because it's a heart, and it hurts my heart when things happen to people. But I watched it because everybody was talking about it and I wanted to understand. And so if you watch Dave Chappelle, when he was speaking, I knew that he had done his research. So as a real estate agent, do you study? Do you study? Do you read? Do you educate yourself? Or are you winging it? And I don't mean if you're someone that is not a reader, go and start here with noise to navigation with Dr. Mina and I. And then schedule yourself for 5 minutes and read a little bit. If you're ADD, by the time you get 5 minutes in, your brain is somewhere else. Go back and read it again. So I'm going to say a few things, a few more, and let's see. Let's do Chat GPT, and then I'll do some Q&A because I have an 11 a.m. nail salon. So this was my talk on Chat GPT leads and data. So I'm going to talk fast. And then if you have questions, if you're on YouTube, type your questions in the chat. If you're on TikTok, in the chat. If you're on Instagram, there's a Q&A section at the bottom. So there's 5 steps to using ChatGPT for leads and data. Number one, build your sphere of influencer list. I need you to all go back. People that bought from you, people that haven't bought from you, you need their name and address. Name and address. You could cell phone, email, all of it. Number two, I need you to sort your list by city. Sort your list by city. Once you've sorted your list by city, then what you're going to do is every single month, you're going to mail to your sphere of influence. Now, if you're like, Carrie, every month, okay, fine, every quarter. You could email every month. I want you to send them, every month, you're going to take the data based on the city and you're going to old school mail it to them. And for those of you that are so social media driven, and this is all you think you need to generate leads, if you're a Gen Xer, a baby boomer, or the silent generation, they're watching you, they're not engaging, but they're watching. So you need to also take that same data and talk about what cities do you live in? Dallas, Texas, go post about Dallas. Aurora, Illinois, go post about Aurora. Kissimmee, Florida. Create content on social media, but mail the data, but use ChatGPT to write the letter. You got to get the data you can get it from Realtors Property Resource. I'm over here hot. Then So if you do that every single month, and you can use ChatGPT, you can use Copilot, you can use Google Gemini, Claude, Perplexity, pick one. And the prompt is ask ChatGPT or any of those AI tools to write a letter down to the fifth grade level, compare and contrast the median sales price from whatever month it is to 10 years ago. I don't care if it's 2013, and then send the letter. If you're like Carrie, I don't know how to find the data. Realtors Property Resource, it is under. I'm gonna tell you the steps and then I'll be done. I'm gonna go on my MLS. Give me a second. Give me a second. Drum roll. So Realtors Property Resource. Oh, I could have just wrote that in. It's NARRPR.com. If you've never created your account, you will need that number. Your NERDS number, they call it, they used to call it, now it's called Members First. So here's the steps, and then Q&A. Number 1, log into RPR. Number 2, click research. Number 3, click residential market trends. And then number 4, put in the county, the city, the zip code, or the neighborhood. So you could do Chicago neighborhoods, Atlanta neighborhoods, whatever neighborhood you're in, or you can put in the zip code. So if I put in Kissimmee, Florida, the next step is on the right, click create a report, and it'll write a letter for you. And if it doesn't write the letter the way you want, you can dump that into ChatGPT and write the letter down to a fifth grade level. If you do this every single month, because that is what Mark did, that's what I did for Mark. That is how he closed his. My goal was 1 deal a month. Again, I think he did 11, but for 2025, we got back on track. And I'll show you. I just these are the last 2 checklists of the year. It was hard. It was hard this week, but I tried. Wait, this is the checklist. And the checklist was get up every day. There's some other things that happen. Coffee, water, work out, get ready for the day. Say your daily affirmations, study Spanish. That's what I do. Pray and read. Check the hot sheet, send 1 to 5 handwritten notes. And sometimes sending the notes is also sending out those letters. Text or call 1 to 5 people. Post on social media, mail to the cancels and expireds. I look at my MLS dashboard because I can see what those expireds are. Let me write this down, all of you in the corner somewhere. January 1st, there will be more expireds in your neighborhoods, period. Some of you know if you're kicking it, you need to get up sometime that day and go put them in a folder somewhere because you already know if you're going to be hungover, you're going to have to figure out how to get that done. And then it's always follow up on leads and current leads. Follow up every single week. What Hope Mim said she heard someone say once, follow up until they buy or die. It's kind of rough, isn't it? You have to follow up. So 2026, you got to ask for the business. You got to follow up and you need to keep learning. So if you're not in the membership, the links are in my bio. What? Oh, here comes Mark. You didn't hear me talking about you, did you? What do you want to come tell everybody? You have to get close because my microphones are here. And we're done. And when we're done, I need all of you to send, when I save this on Instagram or YouTube, go share it with a friend. On TikTok, they just give you recaps. You want something? You got something?
No, I don't have nothing to say. I'm just here for support. Did you tell everybody how great I am? That's all. I just wanted
Mark is awesome.
that's all I need to hear. Happy holidays, everybody.
So, and Mark, what are you going to do every week? What are you going to do? Let's see if he remembers what he has to do every week.
First of all, we have to take a look at the money. That's what you told me. You said
We got to look at our money
you don't know where you are. You don't know where you're going.
Okay. Right,
You
I
don't
do.
know.
Okay, what else?
I'm going to follow up with all of my clients.
Shay has 4 pages of notes. Okay. You're going to follow up with your clients, but there was one thing that you really, really, really have to do.
Video.
There it is. So,
I didn't
do
forget.
you guys want Mark to use the dummy?
Mm-mm.
I do. They think they like that dummy.
I gotta get you one too,
I
so we
do.
can be
We
two
gonna- we
dummies
gonna-
together.
If you don't know the dummy, go. I'm sure I got to figure out where I posted him, but the dummy. Everybody wants the dummy. All right, everyone. Well, thank you for watching over on YouTube. I really appreciate you. If you are listening to the podcast, remember, sign up for the membership. Sign up for the membership because December 31st, the coupon goes away. It's still Black Friday 2026. The coupon goes away. And then I'm going to be allowing you to pay to be in the classes every single month.